Hi, my name is Dr. Dharm Sidhu. I'm a naturopathy doctor in Vancouver, and I would like to speak about what it's like to unlearn emotions, emotional suppression. So, for example, you may say, you may know, you may be told that, okay, my health issue is about emotions. And it's lungs, it's probably grief, or it's skin, it's probably anger. I have digestive issues, probably fear. I gotta make myself feel these feelings. Yep, I tried that and it doesn't work. So I just want to share some ideas that I've learned along the way on how to tap into feelings. So, for example, I will share the video where I learn about fear. And mostly the emotion will flow once you release your blocks to it. We've been taught that not feeling these particular emotions are a good thing, or that there was some threats, some kind of emotional blackmail, some kind of threats that taught us to not feel certain feelings. And over time, that's going to create illness. And so we have to kind of go back through the layers. And also the technique to suppress emotion itself can create health issues. So I I believe I started with fear, the emotion of fear. I watched a video by Mary and Jesus about fear is your friend. I'll add the link to this video. And in it, Jesus said, make a list of your blocks to why you won't feel fear. Because it's about being truthful with yourself. I'm supposed to feel fear, it'll help me deal with a lot of issues, but I'm numb. Nothing's happening. The truth is, I don't want to feel fear. Just by acknowledging, like, I don't want to feel fear, and that's why I'm not feeling fear. That's what's going on. And then I wrote down a list of my blocks to feeling fears. And it took me a year to work through the blocks, to feeling like the overall emotion of fear. And then over time, I still have to go back and feel through the fear about specific events, specific issues. But by that point, you have more confidence, more faith about how to work through it. So I made a list of my blocks to feeling emotion of fear. It took me about a year, and I was able to start processing fear, like physically experiencing and releasing the emotion. So many health benefits. Oh my goodness, so many health benefits. And also another aspect of health is the more you're engaging your passion and your nature, the happier you are, the better, like the energy starts flowing through your body again, you start getting healthy again. And fear will block your ability to feel your passion. You don't even know what it is. So the emotion of fear is so good to be able to start processing it. It never gets comfortable. The sensory experience is not comfortable, but you start to see the benefits. And after that, I watched a video called Anger is Your Friend and made a list of my blocks to anger, why I don't like to feel anger. That took 2 years to work through. I feel kind of proud of myself that back then, 2014, 15, 16, I was pretty dedicated. I made a list, I worked through the blocks, and it worked. Um, Grief, I don't like to feel grief, still blocked to it, very blocked to it. So at some point, I'm gonna have to make a list. I mean, I did make a list, I worked through some of it, but it's gonna be the same work. So at this point, when I will say, you know what, I don't work on this issue, it's going to create a lot of benefit, it's creating my current situation. And I start to distract myself and get busy. And I'm like, uh-oh, here I go. I know this. So all I have to do is start being honest. I don't want to feel my feelings. I don't want emotion. I don't want this particular feeling. I don't want to know what's causing this one. I really hate, oh, why do I have to feel fear? It's so uncomfortable. Like, that's what I have to do. Just start saying what I am doing. And it brings the block to conscious awareness and it's now moving. Now you're not fighting yourself, making yourself do something you should be. You are now flowing. the emotion can flow. Because ultimately, all we need is for the emotion to flow, to be expressed safely without hurting yourself or others. I find writing really helps me. If I can just start writing, and I engage God in my process, because I need to be in truth and I need it to flow, and God is truth. I mean, God has qualities of truth, and God speaks through emotions. I'm still working out how that works, but I will address everything to God. Take a piece of paper, start writing it by hand. I'm feeling numb. I should be feeling this and that because it'll help me. But you know what? Actually, I can feel I'm actually kind of pissed off. Why is this work so hard? Why can't you just make this happen for me? It wasn't my fault all these emotions got created. See how it's now flowing? One thought will lead to the other, and I'll start to pull the emotion. And then I'm really afraid. I am scared shitless. I don't believe the situation's going to change. I don't believe feelings will change it. These now things are flowing, and I'll start to physically shake, and at some point I'll start to cry, or probably express anger first. So in my opinion, at this point, I can see the emotions as being like anatomical layer. They're actually a very specific design, and you go through them step by step. Which is nice. There's logic to emotions. There's logic to how they get built up and how they need to be reversed. So I just want to encourage you to just be honest with what you are observing yourself doing, and say it and write it, acknowledge it, and generally things will start to flow, and you'll start to have more and more awareness. And I will continue doing more videos on sharing more ideas I've learned as I go. Thank you for watching.